What's up, everybody on YouTube? AJ here is about to discuss another video, and today we're going to be talking about the Aaron Rodgers trade between the Green Bay Packers and the New York Jets. So we all knew this deal was going to inevitably get done, but it just took some time. It was over a month ago, I believe March 15th, when Aaron Rodgers initially said that he intended to play for the Jets, so it took some time, and of course he was traded on April 24th, and really the whole debate and debacle about that deal getting done was that first round pick in this year's draft. The New York Jets initially didn't want to trade the 13th pick. They inevitably did in the deal, but they basically just swapped the 15th pick with the Green Bay Packers in this year's draft. Only 2 spots down. I think the Packers really won this trade. Like I just said, they got the 13th pick, the 2nd round pick in this year, and the 6th round pick, and then next year a 2nd round pick. So they got 4 picks essentially, for the Jets only having maybe even 1 season of Aaron Rodgers, maybe 2 at the most. I mean, it really depends. Aaron Rodgers is going to turn 39 this year in December, I believe. They got the 15th pick and the 5th round pick. So I mean, you could say that that's some adequate compensation, but that's not really bad for the Packers, I would say. The real question is, does this make the Jets now Super Bowl contenders in the AFC? I think it definitely makes them contenders. I don't know about favorites because the Chiefs are still there with Pat Mahomes. We just saw last season, you can't deny him getting his 2nd championship. Then you still have the Bills in the same division, even the Dolphins. They got Jalen Ramsey. They made some moves. So the AFC East is going to be really tough as well. The Patriots, I don't expect them to win the division, but they'll still be relevant because they have Bill Belichick and that championship pedigree, of course, winning 6 championships. Even in that division, it's going to be tough for the New York Jets, but it's definitely possible. Not to mention, there's also the Cincinnati Bengals in the AFC, along with the Ravens in that same division. Now, we don't know if Lamar Jackson is going to come back. It seems like he doesn't want to, of course, not being paid, wanting his bag, but they did get Odell Beckham, and it seems like that he's excited about that, so time will tell with that situation. And then we also can't count out the Browns. A lot of people are sleeping on them because of Deshaun Watson and all that happened last year. They didn't make the playoffs. He was suspended, of course. We know that whole situation, but Deshaun Watson, he got some rust off of him last season, and if he's able to play and pick up his play, and of course they have Nick Chubb, they still have Myles Garrett on the defensive end, the Browns could be in the mix as well. And then even Justin Herbert and the Chargers, they were a playoff team even though they blew that lead. And the Jaguars too, they made the 2nd round last year, so those are a lot of teams right there. That's like 7 teams I just named right there that could be contenders. And then you never know, some teams have unexpected greatness in a year, so a lot of things could happen there, but the Jets still definitely be in the mix. I mean, for goodness sake, the Jets had the incompetent quarterback play of Zach Wilson last year, and they had Mike White as well. He's not bad, but I mean, you want a real quarterback, you don't want a bridge quarterback. And to have Aaron Rodgers, still one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, you can argue that he's the most talented quarterback of all time. He'll fit right in. If we want to get into the numbers, the New York Jets offense was ranked dead last in the league in 2022. Their defense was just really their strong suit, and you could say that really attracted Aaron Rodgers to wanting to go there. Only led teams to average 18 points per game, and they couldn't even really score more than that. The Jets offense only averaged 17.4 points per game, so even if they were able to average 20 points per game, they could have been a playoff team last year. Incompetent quarterback play and just Zach Wilson right now being a bust really led to this situation. Let's expand more on their defense though, because they have a lot of pieces there. Of course, Sauce Gardner, defensive rookie of the year last year, a great cornerback. Also have Quentin Williams on the defensive line looking for his bag as well. They have some nice pieces overall, and that continuity is going to end up being good for them next season on a championship run. Offensively, the Jets were able to add more pieces. Of course, they had offensive rookie of the year Garrett Wilson last year, but they also added in McCole Hardman, and they also got Allen Lazard, who was with Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay. Before Odell Beckham Jr. signed with the Baltimore Ravens, there was rumblings about him potentially going to the New York Jets, but I feel like that wouldn't have worked. There's only so many receptions that receivers can get. I feel like those 3 right there, that's a pretty good receiving corps, so that'll help Aaron Rodgers get some good plays, have some playmakers, and be able to score some points on the board. So now with that at play and the Aaron Rodgers trade being official now to the New York Jets, does that make them the best team in the AFC? To that, I'll say, hit me up in November, because it takes some time. It's easy to say one thing right now in April. The draft is about to happen. We're going to see what pieces they add in the draft. Of course, getting more protection for Aaron Rodgers on the offensive line and things of that nature. But right now, to answer that question in April, I think it's too early. For me to say that they're better than the Chiefs, that's a lot of cap in my opinion. I can't say that they're better than defending champions. And then, like I said, other teams as well, the Bengals, I mean, they have a lot of continuity. I can't say they're better than them. I can't say that they're better than the Bills either right now. Right now, the Bills are the best team in the division. Now, they definitely can be, and those are going to be some interesting matches when they play against each other. I'll be tuned in for sure. They'll have more national TV games of the Jets, of course, because of Aaron Rodgers being in New York. That's going to be a whole thing of itself because of his personality and that media presence. Those games are going to be really good. Those AFC East matchups, and then against the Dolphins too. Dolphins, another team. I don't even know if they're better than them right now, but they might be. In my opinion, if you're a Jets fan, I feel like you should pray that Aaron Rodgers is not only here for 2023, but also for 2024. Get 2 cracks at it at least. I'm not expecting 3 seasons like Tom Brady. I feel like Tom Brady, if he would have only played those 2 years in Tampa Bay, that would have been great. Even when he lost in the playoffs against the Rams, that was nice. Losing against the Cowboys, that didn't look as good. But if Aaron Rodgers, he plays 2 seasons, gets a championship out of one of those, I mean, that would be incredible. It's literally been 55 years since the New York Jets last won a Super Bowl, and they haven't made the playoffs since 2010, the longest streak in the NFL right now, so they need some relevancy. The Jets picking up Aaron Rodgers officially now is a step in the right direction, but only time will tell if they're really Super Bowl favorites and contenders. Before I close out this video, I want to talk a little bit more about the Green Bay Packers side of this. It is now Jordan Love time in Green Bay. He's entering his 4th season, but of course only playing a limited amount of games and also only playing in the preseason. He'll now have his first opportunity to actually become a starting quarterback in the league, and we're going to see what happens. There's a lot of people doubting him, of course, as he was drafted as Aaron Rodgers' replacement prematurely. There is potential there. I really don't think they'll do too much this year. The Lions, I feel like, are going to run away with that division, and then the Vikings maybe be a wild card. But the Packers, they could be like a 6-11, maybe a 7-10 or 8-9, something like that. Not too trash, but not really that good. Only time will tell with that. In terms of winning the trade, like I said, I feel like the Packers did, but ultimately, if the Jets were to win a Super Bowl, then they obviously won, and it'll be worth it. Y'all guys, let me know in the comments down below. Who do you think won this trade? Do you think that the Jets are Super Bowl favorites now? Do you think that they will win the Super Bowl or make the Super Bowl? Let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. Appreciate you guys watching always. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at SwaggyRuss, and also on TikTok at SwaggyRuss02 for cooking videos and shorts and contents and things of that nature. I had to take a little week off just to focus on school a little bit. It's almost summer, so excited for that, guys. Stay tuned for this summer. I'm super motivated. I have a lot of videos dropping, so yeah, hope y'all are doing well, being blessed, staying safe, and having a good time. Appreciate y'all.